That is Feel and Crazy on BBC Radio Newcastle. It is the sound of the North East. It's 17 minutes past 11. Thank you very much for being with us today. Appreciate your calls and your texts and your company. And we've got some good tunes to come. A particularly good tune by my next guest. I am very, very excited to have in the studio at BBC Radio Newcastle Paul James from North East Views and Liam Fender. Welcome to the studio, lads.
Good morning.
Hello.
Where's my chocolate? Because producer Claire said that you brought chocolate.
We did.
Well,
that's the first question.
I don't know.
It's hidden.
Actually, I think they've snaffled it already.
Bet you they have snaffled it as well. Well, I think my insulin levels aren't very good, so we'll let them have the chocolate. But we're delighted that you're here. I think, Liam, the last time we chatted, England. I think the last time we chatted on air, England were through to the final of the Euros. There was a right old pickle.
Yeah.
You'd planned an amazing fusion event with the brilliant Voices of Virtue choir, but you went ahead and did it anyway.
Yeah.
And was it good?
That was a stressful few weeks.
Yeah.
But yes, it came good in the end.
Well, yeah. I wish that I hadn't been on air the next day having to report on the football and that I hadn't actually watched the football and come to the gig, because that would have been more preferable.
Well, what can I say?
Well, just do another gig. Many more gigs. That's what we need to do.
We've got another one coming up, but you're away.
Yay!
Again.
I'm away again, but it's exciting that you've got another one coming up.
I'm sure she's doing this deliberately.
On purpose, yeah. No, it's lovely to have you in. And for people that don't kind of know about sort of your history, Paul, you've played in bands for many a year. You've been a part of the music scene, here and beyond. How did you come to work with Liam?
Well, we have a mutual friend, a drummer whom I'd worked with for many, many years called Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave kind of introduced us and we wanted to do something together. And we looked at a kind of fusion project and we wanted to bring together Liam with a gospel choir, which we did. And we've got a little bit of footage online. Some more will be coming online in the future.
Great.
And the combination of his music with these incredible voices, it just worked really well. And we've had some incredible feedback, and it was just an inspiring thing to be involved with, and it was very exciting on the night.
It was brilliant, and I got to come to the rehearsals, which was just, they were so kind of laid back, and I don't think, you hadn't really practiced that much at that point, but they were so laid back, and just awesome musicians just slotting straight in there, doing their thing, and you were all very kind of laid back and relaxed, I thought. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah. Good fun to work with.
Is the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the build-up was pretty stressful.
Yeah.
But the actual gig itself was pretty magical.
Yeah.
But like anything, it's over in the blink of an eye,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was listening back to the recordings, you just hear that energy and you go, yeah, something really special happened that day.
Yeah, because you wouldn't put normally those voices, but those voices with your music, it totally worked.
Yeah.
It totally worked. And I think they found that as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Something new for them as well. So it was really, really
Certainly
good. Loved it.
Yeah.
So how much, Liam, is the North East, with your music, and I've listened to the first EP lots of times, and you've got a brand new one coming out, but how much does the North East kind of, I suppose, inspire you? Is it reflected in your music, where you're from and your roots?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think everything I've ever written and recorded has happened in the North East.
Yeah.
So it's just natural that's where I sort of draw from, really.
Yeah. And for people that missed our first chat, you've been playing since you were, I mean, obviously the whole family been playing since you were teeny tiny.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
So...
And I have visions of you at Christmas. I said this before. When my dad turned 90 last week, we all went down and we sang ABBA songs to him. So one of the kids played guitar and we all sang ABBA songs, and it was like the sweetest, most wholesome thing. And the girls on production, Laura and Claire, were going, "That's lovely. How many families do that?" And I said, "I don't know, but I bet you Liam does it. I bet you they do it."
Well, I hate to break it to you.
You don't?
We don't.
Oh,
no.
That's awful.
Yeah, no.
That's just shattered my dream there. The EP, though, I mentioned the EP, it did really well, didn't it? It gained a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
And that must feel good.
Yeah, it's great. It's just sort of steadying away,
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't really thought about it, really. I'm always kind of on to the next thing, really.
Thinking on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So the next thing, Man Down, It's a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song, Paul, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Best stuff so far.
I think so too. I mean, not that I'm a well-known critic, but I do think it's brilliant. So we're going to play it, and then we're going to tell people about the gig, because the gig's coming up for Christmas.
Yeah.
So before we play it, so people have a little bit of an understanding of the song. What's the kind of thought process behind this one? Number one, it's a waltz. I did notice that. So it's 3 in a bar, and you don't get many pop songs that are waltzes.
Yeah.
No. Very rare.
Yeah. What's the kind of inspiration behind it?
Well, I think we were just talking about it before. I mean, it does touch on sort of men's mental health issues. But to be honest, when I was sort of writing it, I never sit down and think, I'm going to have an angle on this, and this is what this is going to be about. It's just kind of whatever comes out, really. But it definitely touches on the mental health thing again. I don't know what much more I can say about it.
No, but
really.
I think that's really interesting, though, because I think a lot of... and we do chat about it on the show a lot, because I think it's very important, because the figures in the North East, I think we're certainly in the top 2 areas in terms of male suicide. It's a shocking statistic, and things haven't really changed.
No.
I've been banging on about this for years, and things haven't really changed.
Yeah.
And I think men do need to talk about it and if somebody who's, a musician and people know you is talking about it, that is a great thing. That can only help. I don't know, Paul, when you were kind of growing up in the music industry, I imagine it was quite sort of laddie, and maybe men didn't talk about stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, people didn't. But the more people do talk about that, the more kind of people understand, we all have problems from time to time, and it's all right, and it's good to talk. And in fact, it's important to talk about things when you're feeling low.
Yeah, and problem shared is a problem halved.
Absolutely.
And I do strongly believe that, because it's not just about talking about it, it's about getting practical advice on things that you can do to feel better.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and one of those things is listen to great music. Does it make you feel good when you do play music, Liam, and when you write music?
Yeah. It's just, I've said it before, it's totally therapeutic to me, really.
Yeah.
That's the reason I do it, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Is it's a great outlet. For whatever's going on upstairs, really.
Yeah, and if it can make somebody else feel better as well, then that's all the better.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should play it. So this is Liam Fender, and this is Man Down, and enjoy. It's BBC Radio Newcastle. It is the sound of the North East. It's gorgeous, this. I think you'll love it.
Heartbeat sat by the fire as she waits for a man to come home. Burning anguish cuts like a knife. What becomes of the ones out alone? Little does she know there's a man down. Sunrise, no brand new dawns to discover the beauty within. Gets lonely at night, trying to get mine to compete. What is happening here? Lost out at sea, there's a man down. Drag of the shell. Now, no coming round, just a man down. God knows what
this so much. Isn't it beautiful? And producer Claire, who's got very high standards, she went, oh, God, I really love this. I love this new one. It's brilliant. That is Liam Fender's current offering, newest offering, called Man Down. Liam, beautiful song. We were just saying off air, because I'm always really interested in, people listening might be interested in the creative process. But what I mean is, are you thinking in the middle of the night, you wake up and you go, oh, do, does it just come in there?
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually.
Do you?
I sort of wake up at 3 a.m. with a song idea in my head and sort of whisper it into the phone. Mm-hmm. So I try not to wake my partner up.
Yeah.
and then I listen back to it the next day and it's inaudible and I haven't got it, and it's gone. Yeah.
Like they come and go
they
as
come and
quickly
go,
as that.
I think, yeah. I think the universe just, and if you don't pick it up, it'll just go somewhere else and somebody else will do
Nick
something with it. Yeah.
Well, because there's only so many notes, isn't there?
That's it.
Yeah, but get it into your... You see, you might get it into your phone, write it down, or just get it into your phone.
Yeah.
And then do you... Because I was at that rehearsal, Paul, and by the way, if you just joined us on with Paul James from North East Fuse, musician and putter together of big events. That's not very succinctly put, but that's basically...
Promoter?
Promoter! Is that the word, Paul? I just forget words all the time now. Promoter. So, so when you sit down, because you're a really good pianist, so when you sit down, do you write at piano or do you write on guitar?
Both, really.
Yeah. Depends.
It just depends, yeah. I normally get like just a melody line or something like that.
Yeah.
And sort of sit down at the piano and try and sort of work around it from there. And it's I've never really thought that much about the actual process. It's just something I do.
No, it's something that you're lucky that you can do, because not everybody can do that. I was just saying, Paul. Like,
totally agree.
Do you write your own music as well, Paul?
I've done, but I'm rubbish at it.
Yeah.
What I find is that you're restricted by what you know about instruments, how well you can play instruments. And Liam is a very accomplished multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah, like Prince.
But
it's true.
I wouldn't go that far.
If you understand,
the Prince
about
of North
drums,
Shields. Sorry, Paul, go on.
I'll have that.
If you understand what a drum kit can do, and you know how to play chords on a piano, and then you know how the voicings on a guitar sound, which Liam does, then it just gives you so many more there's so much more scope to get your ideas down. But it's the melody that he's brilliant at, because he's a great singer.
Yeah.
He can come up with such a strong melody.
Yeah.
That's the great thing that he does.
Absolutely. And he'll be embarrassed now. All of it's gone red. Be embarrassed now, but it is absolutely true. And if you haven't listened to Liam's first EP, then have a listen to Love Will. It's really, really good. Man Down, obviously the first single. Is everything else going to follow quite quickly? Or?
Well, the EP's out now. That came out last Friday. So,
you've done a video for this one, because I've seen the video.
Done a video for Man Down.
Lovely.
It's interesting.
Well, it's quite dark.
Yeah.
And it's basically, it's you, black and white, it's all around North Shields, and there's a clown, a bit of a...
It's a little bit creepy.
It's creepy,
in places,
but it's
funny as well.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
It is. Was it fun making it?
It was very, very... Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the pub scene.
Yes, I know, I was going to say that. Normally, when you see things like that, they're drinking fizzy tea.
Well, you see, I mean, I'm very much a method actor. So, to get into the part, it required...
A couple of pints.
And a couple more after that.
And then a lime and soda in between to keep us all safe
absolutely.
and healthy. So Christmas, a gig is coming up, 7th of December. So tell us about the gig. What's happening?
So 7th of December at the Exchange in North Shields.
Great place.
It's a great venue. Been wanting to play there for a while now. And it's practically on my doorstep, which is handy for me. It's me, the band. We've got some special guests coming in, and we've got great support.
Awesome.
And there's still a few tickets left, and it's just going to be a really great celebratory sort of way to end the year, I think.
Lovely. And will you be doing Christmas songs as well? Go on, the Grinch. There might be one.
There might be one.
Are you gonna be playing as well, Paul?
No, goodness, no. I'm just going to be at the bar looking on and enjoying.
And enjoying.
You know, stepping back and it's great to be able to do that with him.
And full band and strings and everything?
Full band. We've got 2 fantastic backing vocalists coming along for the ride, and another couple of little sort of surprises in there.
Awesome.
I don't want to give too much away, really.
No, but it'll be a really lovely gig.
It's going to be a great night, yeah.
So, 7th of December at the Exchange. Fantastic gig. If people want tickets, where Liam, do you know where?
It's C Tickets, I think. Or just Google it.
Yeah, on the Exchange, if you Google Exchange North Shields.
Awesome.
Or if you go on my socials, there'll be a ticket link in there as well.
Fantastic. And then the EP out now, and then just more singles. And have you got plans for next year? I don't know. Are there big plans for next year, or can you not say anything about next year?
Yeah, there's things in the pipeline.
More gigs, or gigs that I can actually get to?
I mean, there's something that I can't really say much about, but it is likely to be announced imminently in the next couple of days.
And will that be like summertime or?
That'll be summertime.
June time.
Yeah.
June.
Massive event.
Oh, fantastic.
Exhibition Park.
Oh.
Is it Exhibition Park or is it?
It is.
Is it the Townmoor? Is that the same thing?
It's the same thing.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's a Come Together festival, which Robbie's opening.
Yeah. Yes!
And in the next few days, an announcement's going to be made about another massive artist.
Superb.
And
that's not me, by the
way. And Liam is going to be on the bill, and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And we know who the other artists are going to be, but there's no way we could say who they are.
Yeah.
No.
But massive name is coming.
Yeah.
And Liam, more to the point.
And me.
Which is great. Well, we really look forward to that, Liam. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with us.
Always a pleasure.
And giving us that beautiful song, because it's really, really lovely. Thank you. And you can follow Liam on the socials. And any other big events planned for North East Fuse as well?
Well, we're doing a documentary all about Liam and music in the region.
Awesome.
So eyes open on that on the socials, on Liam's socials, on North East Fuse. And that's something we're really excited about. Maybe a trip to Nashville to visit a friend of ours.
Quite possibly,
Liz and Dave, who are helping us at the moment.
Sounds good. I feel like you might need a reporter to come with you. I'll just see if I can get that signed off.